Now let's take a look at the news around East Africa. We start from Kenya, where a Kenya Barclays Bank manager at Nairobi's Queensway branch has been implicated in a fair gold scam by a victim who escaped being conned of 2 million shillings. The victim says it is the branch manager who had convinced him to pay for the fair gold being sold by a suspected conman who has already been charged in court. Now, only last month, the Kenya Barclays Bank branch was in the news for similarly dubious reasons, as counterfeit currency was being kept in self-deposit box and being used to pay victims who were selling valuable properties. Let's go to Tanzania, where Tanzania may not grow as fast as early expected in the coming year. The International Monetary Fund has reduced its forecast for the country's economic growth from 6.6 to 4.2% in 2020. News from Rwanda. Rwanda President General Paul Kagame makes changes at the top of the Armed Forces Command. Kagame has promoted the commander of the Merchandise Division, Major General Jacques Mupenzi, to the rank of Lieutenant General and appointed him as the Army Chief of Staff. Now, Lieutenant General Jacques Musemakweri, who has been the Chief of Staff, has now been appointed Commander of the Reserve Force. Closing off the news around East Africa is a story from Uganda, where Ugandan fishermen recovered a body of a Saudi Arabian tourist who drowned in River Nile while trying to take a selfie at Kalagala Falls. Al-Subai Muthaka slipped and drowned on Sunday in the treacherously beautiful foaming water at a spot which is popular with both locals and tourists. Police has taken Mathaka's body to Mulago National Referral Hospital, from where it will be flown to Saudi Arabia for Islamic burial rites. Let us take a quick look at the news around the world. From South Korea President Moon Jae-in is stepping into his role as mediator again as he flies off to Washington for a meeting with the United States President Donald Trump on Thursday. But as Moon heads to the U.S., North Korea is looking for older friend Moscow as Kim Jong-un seeks a way out from under the sanctions that are now overwhelming the country's economy. From Jerusalem, Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu secured a clear path to re-election, with religious rights parties set to hand him a parliamentary majority despite a close contest against his main centrist challenger, according to a vote tally. From Zimbabwe pealed on Tuesday for $613 million in aid from local and foreign donors to cover food inputs and help with a humanitarian crisis after a severe drought and a cyclone that battered the east of the country. Closing off the news around the world, we go to the United Kingdom, where EU leaders urged Emmanuel Macron not to humiliate Theresa May at the historic summit, where they are expected to impose a lengthy delay to Brexit on the UK. But the French president is the most hardline of EU leaders and wants to impose humiliating conditions on the delay, such as behavior reviews of the UK every 3 months that are designed to stop a new prime minister disrupting the EU. Now, German Chancellor Angela Merkel and European Council President Donald Tusk have urged the French president to show respect to avoid souring relations. But Brexiters claim the UK is already a laughingstock.